So hey guys, welcome to our Minecraft village. So as you can see, this is our Minecraft village here. Just to start off, any animals that are just walking around, they're just from automatic spawns. They aren't our livestock, which we have. And just also, just while I'm here, just with the mining areas, they were probably the biggest challenge that we faced just in this area because there was actually quite a lot. So we did have to spend quite a bit of time just clogging them up and just allowing it so that animals couldn't actually get in there and just actually able just to use the areas. We had to do a lot of that. So as you can see here, starting off, we've got 17 houses. They're all pretty basic, just wooden houses with a few windows, just enough for 3 people to live in. You got 2 bedrooms, 3 beds, and enough lighting. And just on the top of the houses, we've got solar panels, 8 solar panels. Just positioned so that with the rising of the sun, it's just really good just to get all of that sunlight that it possibly can. And as you can see, we've got our power lines, which I have created just to connect to each house, as you can see. Obviously, some designs of it is a bit flawed in the sense of you wouldn't physically do that. You would have it more of an angle, but that was the only way that we could really actually create that. And so we just used what we could. So we did find that a bit challenging, especially just to connect some of the houses. And just while I'm here, just a big challenge as well was just this hill. It did span out quite a bit of the area, and so we just had to flatten that. And it took a lot of time just to clear that just for the houses. And as we have planned, we have a crop and a dam with a stream leading into the crops just to allow for a really good amount of water. And we've just got a manual gate just to allow water to flow and just to stop it when need be. And just a bridge just for access over it. As we sort of furthered along in our building of our livestock especially, we found that we needed to make another crop just to allow more food for them as well. We didn't want to spend a lot of money on exporting food into our village, so we thought that providing this extra set of crop would be good just to allow for that more food for the livestock and for us just in case something went wrong with this. And so as you can see, I have a power station over here in which all the power lines are connected to. It was a bit hard just to get it uphill. As you can see, it was a bit challenging. But yeah, we have 3 wind turbines, which we have here. And they were pretty easy to make. And obviously they've, as all wind turbines, they've got a nice center stand piece with the motor at the back and the 3 turbines with the red at the end just for more of a visual aid for better visualizing just for birds so they don't fly into it, and also just for any over like aircraft or anything. And just with obviously with the power lines, you probably would just put it down diagonally down the line there, but obviously we couldn't do that, so we just had to do an underground power line just until we got it level with the power station. And we did that with all 3 of them, and obviously just having it up here just meant for better wind speeds than sort of down the bottom where there was that big hill. We found it was a lot better up here just to get more wind. And just our final renewable energy is the water turbines, which we have here underneath the two bridges. They both have sort of iron fencing around it just to stop fish and other marine life just to get underneath. But obviously we would have put ones underneath, but the fish actually kept getting stuck in it when we put one more level down. And so, but that was just the Minecraft world itself, not actually that wouldn't physically actually happen. And so we have that. So there we've got two of those, which are under this bridge and also the bridge further along over here, just that one over there. And that is our 3 renewable energy sources for our town, for our village. As you can see, we have our livestock, so we've got our sheep. Pigs are over here once they load. Most of them are over at the back. And then we've got our sheep, our fish farm over here, which we've got quite a bit of fish in there. And we've got a little shed just for fish feed and just for workers to fish the fish out. And so yeah, we've got sheep, pigs, chickens, which we had a lot of chickens, obviously, from all of our calculations. And then we have cattle over here, which are spread out throughout the areas. And the biggest problem that we had for the cattle, and even just the other livestock, was just the area in which we had them to graze in. Obviously, we would probably need more of an area just for the number that we actually do, unless we actually are thinking that this grass area is constantly good and always and quickly making more grass, but obviously we don't want to presume that. So as we sort of finished our fences, we then put the cattle in and livestock, but it was probably, and then once we put them in, it was easy to see that we probably needed more area, which we could have used over here, but we just ran out of time, and just with these hills, it probably wasn't the best for the cattle to be all up in here. And just like we said before, there was a lot of mining areas, just as you can see over here, which just made it really hard, just because this would have been a really good amount of grass, just with this flat area, but obviously it was just a bit difficult, just with how much there was. And so overall we were pretty happy with it. As we said, the only thing that we really changed was the crops, and the thing that we would change the most would probably be just the allocation of our livestock. But they do have good access to fresh water. As you can see, these chickens always taking a bath. They're always look like they have a lot of fun. But yeah, that's Minecraft town and village, and thank you for watching.